While society loves to show their luxury cars and high-end fashion brands, do the real rich people really show off their wealth? So here's the one thing that 99% of wealthy people do and how they make money, which is actually one of the main reasons why they stay wealthy in the first place. And it is so simple that you will wonder why you never noticed it. This is a concept I like to call the payoff concept, which basically means you have to pay all your debts first. And this is key factor number one. Many people display their wealth by spending a large amount of their income to expensive lease cars. This illustrates how a significant portion of the middle class spends too much of their money on things that don't contribute to their wealth. In contrast, rich people invest their earnings back into assets. The key difference lies in what you spend your money on: liabilities or assets. This is the number one most important thing, and this is the secret right here. I'm gonna tell you two ways that this actually manifests. But the real key here is that assets bring you money and liabilities cost your money. And then we go into a sneaky but a smart formula. This is key factor number two, because you might be wondering how you can save more money when it seems pretty much impossible. And that's where the 70% rules come in. Cars and houses are a liability for most people because they cost money for mortgages, maintenance, insurance, and other expenses. The key here is to understand that while we all have these necessary expenses, the goal is to allocate more of our income towards assets rather than liabilities. The concept of investing is assets instead of liabilities revolves around the idea of allocating a significant portion of your income towards investments that have the potential to generate wealth over time. Assets are investments that put money into your pocket, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, properties, or businesses. On the other hand, liabilities are things that make money out of your pocket, like car loans, credit cards, debts, or excessive spending on non-essential items. A good example is millionaire Mark Zuckerberg. Millionaires often choose to finance their mortgages, not because they don't have the money, but because they understand the power of leveraging their money. For instance, instead of tying up their capital in the house, they invested in assets like a global ETF, which can potentially yield an 8% return. And by financing his house at a low interest rate, such as 1%, he can maximize his investment returns elsewhere while still enjoying the benefits of home ownership. In its third key factor, Robert Kiyosaki, the guy who wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talks about how being too focused on buying stuff can mess up your money game. He says rich folks put their cash into things that make more cash, while middle class often blow it on stuff that just cost money. Gathering lots of material things can actually stop you from getting rich. So it's not about how flashy you look, but about the smart moves you make with your money. True wealth comes from making wise choices, like saving and investing, which rich people do to stay on top of their game. So cut back on spending on pricey takeout coffees and lunches, and instead aim to allocate at least 20% of your paycheck to assets rather than liabilities. This shift can help you build wealth and financial security over time. And then we have key factor number four. And I promise it's actually easier than you would expect, and that is wealth is measured in time. It's not just about being rich, but about having enough time to live without needing to work for money. As we all know, we can buy time, right? And a priceless example is Bronnie Ware, an Australian nurse. She wrote the top 5 regrets of the dying. And after spending time caring for patients nearing the end of their lives, she noticed common regrets among them and wanted to share their insights to help others live more fulfilling lives. So, what in life truly matters? Number one in the book is I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. And number two is I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Many people regret spending too much time at work and not enough time with loved ones and pursuing their passions. So it's not about the fancy car, but all about making financial smart decisions to buy the freedom you want, being wise with your money. because time is money. Take for example NBA superstar KB Leonard. Despite signing a 94 million contract, he drove an old 997 Chevy SUV. He wasn't interested in flaunting his wealth. Key takeaway number 5 emphasizes the importance of living within your means. It's wise to spend less than what you earn until you achieve your financial objectives. Rich people prioritize investing in assets before spending on liabilities. This approach allows you to save and invest more, ensuring your financial security without sacrificing your lifestyle. Take, for example, LeBron James. Despite earning millions from his basketball career and endorsements, he is known for his smart investments in various businesses and real estate. Instead of solely focusing on flashy displays of wealth, he has diversified his portfolio to include assets that generate long-term income and value. And this approach has contributed to his financial success and stability beyond his sport career. Key takeaway number 6 is about thinking differently, looking poor. It's not about ignoring what you own, it's about understanding money's real worth and making clever decisions with it. Choosing financial freedom over flashy stuff can bring true peace. So enjoy your money, but aim for lasting wealth, not just to show off. So it's time to unlock your path to financial freedom. In our next video, we reveal the ultimate investment strategy that could set you free. Don't miss out, subscribe now and join us as we explore the keys to financial independence. Drop a comment below if you are ready to take control of your financial future. Take care and see you in the next video.